Hello and welcome back to Mexico News Network's Daily News, broadcasting from El Dorado Yala Spa Resort by Charisma. Remember to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Google Plus for more news, and log on to our website www.mexiconewsnetwork.com. Let's continue with information. The current global trend for living healthier lifestyles has people going back to basics. One major example of this is the use of herbal medicine, which is still extremely popular in spite of major advances in modern medicine. Mexico is the second country in the world in terms of medicinal plant diversity, just behind China, which has almost 4,500 plant species with healing properties. The use of herbal remedies is part of a continuing tradition passed on from generation to generation. The first plant I will talk to you about is the aloe vera. This plant is used for treating skin conditions, aids the digestive system, boosts the immune system, helps to reduce stomach ulcers, and it is used for its anti-inflammatory, antiseptic, analgesic, and antipyretic properties. Another plant is the arnica. This is a popular herbal remedy used as an ointment and lotion to treat bruises, reduce inflammation, relieve muscle and bone pain. It is also used to treat certain skin conditions and prevent infections. The gordolobo is a plant used for different applications. It can be used to prepare tea to treat respiratory illnesses due to its expectorant properties as well as its capacity to inhibit viruses and infections. It can also be used to treat ear infections and to stimulate blood flow. Mexican giant hyssop, toronjil, is another plant. The tea made from this plant is used to treat numerous ailments, owing its properties to expel parasitic worms, relieve constipation, to shrink or constrict body tissues, and it prevents gas or facilitates its expulsions, anti-inflammatory, antiviral, antispasmodic, and expectorant. The root from the valeriana, another plant, is mainly used to treat depression, anxiety, and insomnia. But it is also known to be helpful for treating muscle spasms and pain, reducing inflammation, fever, and diarrhea, as well as being used to disinfect external wounds. This is just the tip of the iceberg when it comes to the vast world of medicinal plants available in Mexico. That being said, it is very important to consult with a specialist and/or physician before using this or any other type of alternative medicine. And as more people gravitate towards the greener and healthier lifestyles, superfoods have become popular in the effort to cope with the stressful lives. Enter the great Mexican superfood, the nopal cactus. The nopal or prickly pear cactus is a native plant of Mexico that has been consumed for centuries in Latin America. Just recently, however, the pad and fruit of this plant have become known for their nutritional and medicinal uses. The nopal may not look very appetizing at first, but after removing the prickles, all that is left is edible and nutritious. Recent studies on the nopal have shown it to be effective at fighting obesity, regulating blood sugar, and reversing diabetes. A mature nopal plant is an ideal source of calcium for those who suffer from lactose intolerance or aren't able to access dairy products. This plant also improves dental, gastrointestinal, colon, and bone health, and is effective at lowering cholesterol. It is a versatile, low-fat, fiber-rich ingredient for different recipes. It contains high levels of vitamin C, natural antioxidants, and many vitamins and minerals. It also has anti-inflammatory effects and boosts the immune system. Additionally, nopal plants are hardy enough to grow in harsh conditions and require minimum care. They are also the home to cochineal, an insect used as natural red color dye for food and makeup. The cochineal maintains the plant free of invasive species, so its growth requires little or no pesticides at all. Try this plant and be amazed by its all properties. Like any large city, Mexico City has an endless number of stories to tell, some of them good and some of them not so good. There are also hundreds of places believed to be haunted. However, there is one in particular I would like to focus on today, La Casa de la Tía Toña, which means the house of Aunt Toña. This huge mansion is located in the third section of the Chapultepec forest in El Castillo Gully, near the Dolores Pantheon, and to get there you have to cross over an old, tattered wooden bridge which crosses over a now dry riverbed. Many of those who have ventured into this place assure that once the bridge is crossed, a dense mist covers the roads no matter the weather. Antonia was a lonely old woman, widowed and without children. The woman longed for company and was known to adopt street children, giving them food and shelter. People admired her from her good actions, but the children were rude and badly behaved and often tormented the poor old lady. The story goes that one day, in a fit of rage, she killed them all, and then got rid of the evidence by dumping the bodies down the gully for the river could take care of them. The old lady herself was not known to be a bad person herself, and was regarded as only wanting to help and have some company. Upon realizing what she had done, she took her own life. Some say that the closer you get to the house, the more you can hear little children's voices coming from the woods. And if you look closely enough at the window of the main bedroom, you can see the old lady who is still paying for the crime she committed, living in a house from which she cannot run away, guarded by the souls of the children who kept tormenting her. Truth or myth, this is one of the most representative and popular legends of Mexico City, and for a long time it has called the attention of those who love the paranormal stories. Now let's talk about another Mexican legend, the Ixtabay, the story of two sisters, Ixqueban and Utzcolel, very different one from the other, one hated by everybody in the town, the other one loved by all. Long story short, Utzcolel was regarded as a virtuous and austere young woman, while her sister Ixqueban was reputed to be a sin made flesh by her fellow townspeople. In reality, however, Utzcolel was a cold-hearted person who, despite her chastity, was incapable of loving anyone and was often disgusted by the town's poor. Ixqueban, on the other hand, was actually quite kind and frequently tended to the sick and poor. One day, Ixqueban was found lifeless in her home, with only a pleasant fragrance enveloping her. When she was buried, beautiful fragrant flowers emerged from the ground surrounding her grave. Utzcolel, in her arrogance, haughtily stated that if this was the way her libertine sister would smell when dead, then her death would have much more pleasant fragrance. As it happened, Utzcolel too was found dead one day. The throngs of people who attended her funeral to honor her supposed virtuousness were shocked by the unbearable stench that emanated from her corpse. Instead of flowers, a zacam cactus sprouted from her grave, the flower of which gave off the same name, Regenstench. Angry and resentful, she sought help from the evil spirits, and they returned her evil soul to this world. Since that time, everyone called her the Ixtabay, the lady that seduces and kills any man who dares to travel at night through the Maya roads. Well, this was all for today. Thanks for watching us broadcasting from El Dorado Real Spa Resort by Charisma. I am your host, Sofia Rattinger, and do not forget to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Google+, and log on to www.mexiconewsnetwork.com for more relevant information about Mexico and the world. We will see you the next time.
Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle.